What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. We're going to be covering SCHD today, Schwab US Dividend Equity. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Very popular stock to start off 2026. Guys, make sure to hit that like and subscribe real quick. We're going to get into a lot today, all centered around SCHD and why there's a lot of catalysts coming up. It's just beginning, in my opinion, and why every investor, at least with a 10-year timeline, and just really anybody, in my opinion, this stock is going to be good to get into, but more so people who are going to be able to wait out a longer timeline. But anyway, let's get into it. So currently priced at 31.53, a little bit down in the aftermarket. Not surprising at all. This stock, if you look here, since 2026 started, has been absolutely tearing up the chart. Volume is crazy. Look at all that volume, right? 2025 was a pretty slow year, more so, as for a lot of stocks, but SCHD has really just taken off, broken some key levels. So why this stock? Well, you see here, obviously, dividend payout. Had a stock split at one point, so let me go ahead and talk about that now. So in October 2024, SCHD did a 3-for-1 share split. That is very, very good. I can only imagine how ecstatic investors were at that point, right? So my point is that they will probably do this again at some point. Now, I can't say that it's going to be the next year or two. It could be 5 or 10 years from now. But again, if you're a long-term investor on SCHD, you just plan on buying and holding it and collecting those dividends month or quarter after quarter, let's go ahead and buy it, right? So what, excuse me, what do they pay out? So currently they're paying out $1.05 per share annually. So that comes out to around almost 28 cents per year. However, this will be going up in 2026. If I'm not mistaken, yes. So if you look here, their dividend is predicted to go up to $1.16. So, of course, with a dividend stock, you do lose share price when the dividend is executed, right? The share price comes down, but that's literally going right back into your pocket, so you can buy more if you're using drip. So while we're on this page, right? You know, it's still not even really in its price target zone of 32.66 to 32.72. So there is about 3 to 4% upside, and it is red right now. So I'm just saying maybe now's a good time to do some DCAing. Full transparency, I'm going to do that tomorrow with SCHD, right? Lump Summit. The ETF is expected to maintain its status as a top dividend performer. These kinds of stocks are getting more and more popular, I think. You know, the more knowledge that investors do, the more they realize that this kind of a stock is just safe, defensive, and it's bringing you income every quarter, right? And it's still relatively cheap at almost $32. So indicators show that it's showing very positive momentum with both short and long-term moving averages, signaling a continued uptrend into 2026, right? And it's just considered a strong candidate overall. Now, they will be reconstituting in March 2026, guys, and I think this is going to be good news. So, you know, you just might want to brace yourselves for what can come with SCHD. So what are they going to do? So they are going to align themselves to boost financials and healthcare and reduce energy exposure. Okay, again, boost financials and healthcare and reduce energy. So you can kind of work your brain to figure out how you like that information, or if you don't, right? But that's what they're going to do regardless. So sector shifts, right? Energy exposure is projected to decline from roughly 20% to 12%. So they really are cutting energy, not entirely, but quite a bit. While financials are expected to receive a 5% increase, okay? Likely exits, you guys can read there. Increased positions specifically on healthcare, and just aligning more to growth at a reasonable price, right? So that's something that I like to hear, right? I want my stocks to grow, but I also want to have a good deal on them, right? So that's more information, key levels you can look at yourself. So yeah, guys, I think that's a lot of good information. And overall predictions are, you know, it could be lucrative. So in the sense of stock value rising and your dividends growing. So let me know what you guys think. Hit that like and subscribe. Again, not a financial advisor, but always willing to talk stocks. Let me know what you guys think in the comments.